They say love is free, but it's more than you can see. It's a song, it's a melody, it's the beat of you and me. It takes more than words to know. It takes more than bills to show. It takes all your will when you try to wear a smile. Take care through all the trials. Just stay with me a while. It takes more than words to know. It takes more than bills to show.
I was never the one to write up a song for just anyone. I was always the one to find myself lost in long conversations. Cause I've always been told that things will unfold if you keep on waiting. But then you came along and proved me all wrong. I was so mistaken. Cause you glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. And I feel so free, oh my sweet baby. I was never the one to give up the ghost. No, I was so stuck. I kept on playing my part, wanting to give up cause nothing was changing. But with you it's so clear, and now that you're here I see colors in every spectrum. Guess I finally learned my lesson. Cause you glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. And I feel so free, oh my sweet baby. Myself, and I'm thinking out loud, we won't need nothing else for the rest of our time. And I know it so well, I will always be by your side. Cause you glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. And I feel so free, oh my sweet baby. Cause you glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. And I feel so free, oh my sweet baby.
I wonder if you miss me. It's been
chocolate I taste on your lips when we had our last kiss. So here's my love letter, entrusted to the weather. I crossed the waves and flew through the clouds. Yeah, when it's delivered, do what you want with it. You can send it back or keep it around.
Maybe I'm wrong, maybe it's been too long, but I heard from someone that you're back in town. And if it's not too late, I can bring chocolate. And maybe if you want them, some roses too. 'Cause it's been a long year, but maybe you missed me. I think you might remember the words of that tune.
So here's my love letter, entrusted to the weather. Where I crossed the waves and float through the clouds. And when it's delivered, do what you want with it. You can send it back or keep it around. I never stopped dreaming about the sound of that song playing in the background. When the last night was finally spent, I was left with the memory of that chocolate scent. Ooh, the chocolate scent. So here's my love letter, entrusted to the weather. I crossed the waves and float through the clouds. Yeah, when it's delivered, do what you want with it. You can send it back, keep it around.
Cadê o psicólogo? Cadê o antropólogo? Cadê o homem da pesquisa com a estatística pra explicar essa carência mística? A mãe não te deu colo? Qual foi o trauma de infância? Houve uma maldição na sua geração pra explicar essa discrepância inédita. Pode engolir seu fel, você não vai apagar as estrelas do céu. A terra tem poder, o dinheiro não vai pagar por seu sofrer cessar.
bad temper, make a big fuss and cry. And I know that lately it's been hard. We had a bumpy ride. But if you give me one more chance, I make it effortless. So if you want to come back home, I will be cooking Sunday breakfast for week long. We're gonna go and skate on frozen lakes, spend the morning baking cakes with the glowing of our love. And love has given us wings, and we're supposed to go high. But life got in the way, and we forgot to fly. And now I think that we're ready to finally leave the nest. We'll take a little leap of faith, and I will do the rest. So if you want to come back home, I will be cooking Sunday breakfast all week long. We're gonna go and skate on frozen lakes, spend the morning baking cakes with the glowing of our love. So if you want to come back home, I will be cooking.
I thought it would be like poetry, that feeling of when eyes meet. They said it would feel so easy, like how a bird takes to the trees. They've written the songs and films and books of how it would take just one timely look to dance and fall your way into love. And that's how you'll know he's the one.